このゲームの解説は元日本代表ミッドフィルダー北澤剛さんです。北澤さん、どうぞよろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いいたします。
前半ゲームはスタートしています。強豪同士がぶつかる90分、トッププレーヤーの共演を堪能しましょう。
今日の試合はサポーターも楽しみにしてたでしょうね。いいゲームに期待したいですよね。
このマッチアップどうなる。
いけるか。
来た。さあここでカウンター、スペースへ。さあ来たか。ちょっと伸びてしまいました。マクトミネーからの前線へのパス、つなぐことができませんでした。ベルゴミがこのゲームチーム加入後200試合出場を記録しています。彼にとって嬉しい日になりました。
はい、チーム内での競争もある中で200試合も出たというのは素晴らしいことですよね。使われ続けるということはそれだけ彼がチームにフィットしているという証拠ですよね。
はい、今日はどんなプレーを私たちに見せてくれるのか楽しみですね。デンベレ、裏を狙う。
仕掛けるか。
サードシュート、先制チェルシー。今のカウンター見事でしたよね。得意な形が出ましたね。
素晴らしいカウンターでしたね。チーム全体で常に狙っていないととっさに連動できないですからね。ボールを奪った瞬間に攻撃のスイッチを一気に入れた感じですよね。
さあインドネシア、この序盤に早くも失点するゲーム展開になりましたね。
まあ相手のパフォーマンスが良かったのもありますけどもね、やはり入りが良くないと後に影響しますよね。この立ち上がりは主導権を握るための特に大事な時間帯なので集中しなければいけないですよね。
そうですね。細かくパスをつないで攻め込んでいきます。ネドベド、ここシュート、追加点チェルシー。怒涛のゴール、勢いが止まらない。素晴らしいボールコントロール。ボールがゴールに吸い込まれていきました。
これは綺麗なシュートでしたね。しっかりカーブをかけてイメージしたコースを狙ってきましたよね。素晴らしいテクニックですよね。
シュート、シュマイケル、これは見事なセービング。さすがのプレーというところでしょうか。
落ち着いてましたよね。ファインセーブですよね。
なんとかカウンターを回避したというシーンでしたね。
そうですね、相手はカウンター得意ですから常に仕掛けるタイミングを狙ってますよね。トランジションが遅れてしまうとピンチを招いてしまうので、危ないスペースはすぐに埋められるようにリスク管理をしておきたいですよね。
クライフ、インドネシアカウンターを仕掛けていきます。クライフからペーレ、さあルイス・スアレスへ。来た、インドネシア1点差に追い上げます。ルイス・スアレス、マークを外す動き、落ち着いたフィニッシュ、素晴らしいゴールでした。
そうですね、今のはラストパスが良かったですよね。あのタイミングで出されるとディフェンダーとしては一歩対応が遅れてしまいますよね。フィニッシュもキーパーの位置をよく見て落ち着いて決めましたよね。
さあインドネシア、これで相手を射程圏内に捉えたでしょう。
いや素晴らしいですよね。流れは来ているのでこのまま同点まで持ち込みたいですよね。
はい、マクトミネ、セードルフへ。さあデンベレ、ヤヤトゥレ、さあカウンターを仕掛けます。スルーパスを出す、抜けてくる、スアレス、シュート、ジーダー、これはよく止めました。
ファインセーブですね。今のは危なかったですよね。
チェルシーカウンターから危ない場面を作られてしまいました。
攻守の切り替えが遅れてしまうとこういう危ないシーンを作られてしまいますよね。向こうはカウンター得意なのでやはり狙ってる部分もあるんでしょうし、ボールを奪われた時の守備の意識はもう少し高く持っておきたいですよね。ゴール前ちょっと混戦状態でしたからね。シュートコースがなかったんじゃないでしょうかね。
インターセプト、ここは大きくクリアの対応。ネドベド、マッチアップのシーン。 危ないシーンでしたがクリアの対応。ペレからルイス・スアレス、ベルゴミ、スペースに出す。ここはつながりません。裏へのスルーパス、ベルゴミ。43分です。マルディーニ、このボールをカットします。スアレスへ、
ボール入るか。
チャンスきた。ディフェンスこれを読んでいた。
There will be 1 minute added time.
裏を狙っていきます。裏を狙うセードルフ、スルーパス、ここで受けて、ここでレフェリー笛を吹きました。熱い前半が終了します。差は1ゴール。しかし北澤さん、お互いに点を取り合うという前半から息のつかせない展開となりましたね。
次の1点がどちらに動くのかでかなり違ってきますよね。チェルシーとしてはいい形を作れているので、あとはどれだけ失点を抑えられるかでしょうね。
インドネシア対チェルシー。チェルシー2対1でリード、前半を折り返します。後半見てまいりましょう。
おっと、これはカウンターいきますね。
このボールはつながりません。ロナウジーニョ、さあカウンタースピードを上げたいところ。ネドベド、さあカウンターのチャンスになります。ロナウジーニョ、クライフ、勝負か。さあペレ、さあつながるかと呼んでいた。ルイス・スアレス、クライフからペレ、守備陣クリアの対応です。どうだ、インターセプト。
スペースにいいボール出たんですけどもね。
インドネシアは先ほどから見ていて前線の選手が北澤さん、あまり守備に戻ってきていないですよね。
まあおそらく監督の指示でしょうね。
やはりその狙いはカウンターということになるんでしょうか。
そうですね、前線でのプレスがかかりづらくなるので、
はい、
ある程度押し込まれるのを覚悟でロングカウンターを狙ってるんだと思いますからね。まあでも残っている選手は守備を免除される分、はい、攻撃時の責任は重たいですよね。少ない人数でも最低でもシュートまで持っていかないとこの戦術は意味がないですからね。
はい、ちょっと負担がかかりますね。
そうですね。
セードルフ、今日1アシストです。ファーディナンド、流れを止めます。ルイス・スアレス、ルイス・スアレス、来た、同点、インドネシア。見事な同点ゴール決まりました。
いや、これは素晴らしい、いい展開ですよね。
素早いカウンターからのフィニッシュ、狙い通りといったところでしょうか。
そうですね、良い守備から良い攻撃という言葉を表現したようなゴールでしたよね。奪ってからの攻撃もスムーズでしたし、カウンターの狙いが選手に浸透してますよね。
ルイス・スアレス、今日2点目です。
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 80, Ronaldinho.
さあ共に選手交代があるようです。さあインドネシア、見事な同点劇を見せています。
いや、いいゲームですよね。お互い選手のレベルも高いので、ここから次の1点に向けてどんな変化をつけてくるのか、そのあたり見逃さないようにしたいですよね。
そうですね。ヤヤトゥレ、エンバペ、ヤヤトゥレ、ベリンガム、ベリンガムからヘーネス、マケレレへ、ヤヤトゥレ、エンバペ、抜きに行くか。インドネシアカウンターを仕掛けます。 相手の方が数的優位という状況でしたが、ディフェンス見事でしたね。
これはディフェンスのファインプレーでしたよね。数的に不利な状況でしたからね、見事ですよね。
どうだこのシュート、と詰めている。インドネシア、いやー勝ち越し。ゲームをひっくり返します。キーパーの弾いたボール、うまく詰めました。
おそらくこのセカンドボールを予想してポジショニングを取ってましたよね。フィニッシュも落ち着いてましたよね。
さあインドネシア、このアドバンテージをどう生かしてくるんでしょうか。
いや、チームに勢いを感じますよね。さっきのゴールで流れに乗ったんじゃないですか。
シュート。
チェルシーとしてはいい攻撃だったんですけどもね、焦りもありましたがね、もう一度丁寧につないで1点取りに行きたいですよね。
奪い返します。さあ一気にカウンター。素早いパスで攻め上がっていきます。このボールはルーニーへ、ややトゥレ、ここは読んでいました。シュートした、追加点、インドネシア。ダメ押しゴールとなるのかと、ここで試合が終わってしまいました。いやー、しかしいきなり終わる。 各チーム勝利を目指し熱き戦いが繰り広げられています。今日のゲームではどんなドラマが生まれるのでしょうか。スタジアムには多くのサポーターが詰めかけています。この声援を背中に受け両チーム今日のゲームを戦います。この時間はチェルシー対ボルシア・ドルトムント、こちらをご覧いただきます。このゲームの解説はおなじみシュート、うまく飛び出してシュートまで持っていったんですがこれは決まりません。
ディフェンスラインの背後ですよね。チャンスありますよね。
大きなピンチでしたがチームを救いました。さあファーストハーフ最初のコーナーキックになりますチェルシー。
ショートですね。
ここは抜かせません。ビエラ、危ないところでしたがなんとか切り抜けます。ベルゴミがこのゲームチーム加入後200試合出場を記録しています。シュート、
いや
わずかに右へそれました。
いやー、いいシュートだったんですけどもね、ちょっと枠を捉えきれなかったですよね。
もう一度組み立てます。ルイス・スアレス、ここは奪います。テュラム、流れを止めます。グリッド、スペースを使う、どうする、シュート、こぼれた、押し込んでくる、このヘッド報われませんでした。今日のゲーム両チームともまずこの立ち上がり、北澤さんはどうご覧になりますか。
まだ点も動いてないですからね。まずは主導権を握る上でどうするのか見極めることが大事になってきますよね。スタミナがありますからね。ミスは少ない時間帯ですのでじっくりいってほしいですよね。
ネドベド、ふわっとしたボール、ディフェンスこれを読んでいた。ここは大きくクリアの対応。前半ここまで0対0ですが両チームともシュートシーンは作っています。
どちらも攻撃的で見応えのあるゲームになってますよね。ディフェンスもしっかり体を張って守ってますし、攻守にわたって見どころの多い試合ですよね。
と呼んでいた。危ないシーンでしたがここはしっかりクリア。ネドベドからルイス・スアレス、ベルゴミ、
一瞬のクリアですよね。スピード上がってきますよ。
ウスマヌ・デンベレからルイス・スアレス、マクトミネ、このゲーム活躍を期待されています。ここは競り勝ちます。長友、チームに推進力を与えるサイドバックです。ビエラ、カットに行きます。マクトミネ、フリットへ、イサク、ビエラ、ビエラからヘーネス。さあもう30分になろうとしています。
リズムを失ってますよね。ミドルサードでこれだけボールを奪われてしまうとやはり可能性なくなりますよね。
ヤヤトゥレ、チェルシーカウンターを仕掛けます。ネドベド、テュラム、ここはカットします。スルーパスを狙う、チャンスになる、エリア内、いい守備です。高い位置で奪ってのシュートでした。しかしディフェンスとしてはヒヤッとする場面です。
相手に隙があったとはいえそこをうまく狙ってしっかりシュートまで持っていきましたよね。いい攻撃の形だったと思いますよ。
ドルトムントカウンターを食らいましたが危なかったですね。
やはり相手はカウンター得意ですからね。不用意にボールを奪われると一気にピンチになりますよね。シュートで終わらせるとか攻撃をやりきってしまうことも大事になってますよね。
マクトミネシュート。低く丁寧に打ち込んできましたデンベレ。
いや、低く抑えたグラウンダーのシュートでしたけどもね、状態のかぶせが非常に効いてましたよね。ですから吹かさずに打てるんですよね。
ここは対応します。アラウホ、イサト、こぼれます。コーナーキックになります。
ドルトムントとしてはやはり高さを使った攻撃をしてくるでしょうね。
ここはショート。
これ仕掛けるか。
グラムから頭だとゴールポスト。来た、先制ドルトムント。チェルシー相手に先制。イサク、ここはいい位置に詰めていました。
セカンドボールによく反応できましたよね。あらかじめ予想しておかないとなかなか体が反応しないですからね。フィニッシュまでの流れをしっかりイメージしたいいゴールでしたよね。
さあ1対0、先制ゴールが決まりました。
いい時間帯に取れましたよね。これで後半のプランが立てやすくなったんじゃないですかね。
確かにそうですね。アラウホ、マクトミネ、これはなかなかこじ開けられない。マクトミネからのフィード、インターセプト。ファーディナンド、これは合いません。
カウンターですよ。
スペースを狙う。ここで前半の45分が終了しました。45分間戦って1対0。さあ前半いかがでしたか。
チェルシーとしては攻守のバランスを取りながら試合を進めてたんですけど、終盤で一瞬の突きをつかれましたね。ただまだ1点差ですからそれほど慌てることはないと思いますけどね。
チェルシー対ボルシア・ドルトムントでは、この後も引き続き試合をお楽しみください。さあご覧のようにセカンドハーフスタートしています。
チェルシーとしてはまだ1点のビハインドなので慌てなくてもいいですよね。この立ち上がりでしっかり自分たちのペースをつかみたいですよね。
はい、そうですね。ヘーネスからハーランド、インターセプトを狙う。ややトゥレからネロベド、さあ来たか。ここもしっかりディフェンスしました。ネロベドからのスルーパスカットされます。裏のスペースを狙う。ここはつながりません。セードルフ、ヤヤトゥレとボールはファーディナンド、ヤヤトゥレ、スアレス、勝負か。危ないシーンでしたがクリアの対応。デンベレ、ウスマヌ・デンベレからネロベド、シュート、来た、同点。チェルシー、このゴールで今日のゲームをリセットします。
いや、これは素晴らしい、いい展開ですよね。
今のゴールですが中盤で奪ってからの展開でしたね。
高い位置からの守備が効いてましたけどチームとしての意思が統一されてますよね。フィニッシュも完璧で見事なカウンターですよね。
シュート、決まった、勝ち越し、チェルシー試合をひっくり返します。ネドベド、北澤さん、これうまくマークを外しましたよね。
そうですね、ラストパスの質が非常に高かったですよね。受け手の方も相手の位置を確認して冷静にゴールに流し込みましたよね。一瞬の判断でしたけどお互いのシュートの意識の高さが生んだゴールでしたね。
さあ共に選手交代があるようです。 さあチェルシー1点をリードしてリスタート。
チームに勢いが出てきましたよね。
はい、
自分たちのペースがつかめた感じですかね。やはり流れをつかめるといいプレーも出ますし、この連続ゴールにつながったんですよね。
メッシ、テュラム、このボールをカットします。メッシ、マクトミネー、レオン、マクトミネー、ジェラード、エンバペからヘーネス、来たか、さあロンメンディゲー、もう一度追加点、チェルシー、これで差は2ゴールになりました。フンメニゲ、こぼれ球にきっちり詰めていきました。
いやポジショニングのセンスが素晴らしいですよね。セカンドボールを予測しておかないととっさに反応できないですからね。フィニッシュも冷静で見事なゴールでした。
フンメニゲ、先ほど投入されたばかりですが早くも監督の期待に応えました。
いやこの采配は大当たりでしたよね。監督の期待にしっかり応えてきましたよね。
さあチェルシーリードを2点に広げてリスタート。
いや止まらないですよね、この勢い。さっきのゴールをきっかけにチームとしての連携が出てきた感じですよね。
はい、マクトミネーからメッシ、ここで丁寧にボールを扱う。裏を狙う。
いけるか、
どうだ、シュート、ディーダのセーブ、素晴らしいセービング、やはり見せてくれますね。
今のは決められてもおかしくないですよね。ファインセーブですよね。
あわやというシーンでしたがキーパーが立ちはだかります。ドルトムントはコーナーキック2本目。アラウホ、危ないシーンでしたがここはクリアの対応。ここでファールがありました。テュラム、ジェラード、スペースへ、テュラムからエンバペ、ベルゴミ、これはいいディフェンス。
ファールなしで止めるテクニックですよね。クレバーな守備を見せてくれましたよね。
レオン、抜けてくる、来たぞ、シュート、ゲット、ドルトムント。さあこれであと1点差。レオン、素晴らしいドリブルからのフィニッシュでした。
ドリブルの突破からのシュートっていう個人の力で取ったゴールですよね。やっぱり思い切って勝負を仕掛けると決定機につながってきますよね。いやー素晴らしい。
さああと1点です。ドルトムント、
あと1点ですよ。
ベイルからメッシ、さあメッシ、メッシ、ちょっとつくことができなかったかディフェンス陣。
まあ彼にボールを持たれてしまったらシュートまで行かれてしまいますよね。多少のリスクは覚悟して人数かけていった方がいいと思うんですけどもね。
さあレオン、
ドルトムントとしてはいい攻撃だったんですけどもね、焦りもありましたかね。もう一度丁寧につないで1点取りに行きたいですよね。
ベルゴミ、さあメッシ、
ゴールのとこのパス、
どうだ、シュート、いやー今のはよく止めましたね。
読みの良さと思い切りですよね。素晴らしいですよね。
さあ目が離せない。さあルンネリゲ、ボールはメッシへ。さあこの時間帯でコーナーキックのチャンス。さあどうしのぐのか。 ロナウジーニョに渡る。ロナウジーニョ、メッシ、
There will be 5 minutes added time.
エンバペ、マケレレ、ジェラード、エンバペからジェラード。さあアディショナルタイム。アディショナルタイムは5分です。
ここからカウンター早いですよ。
ヘーネス、スペースを狙う。これは合いません。キーパー前へ蹴り出します。ややトゥレ、ここは読んでいました。マケレレ、ここで笛です。3対2、チェルシーリードを許しながらも見事な逆転勝利です。さあいかがでしたか。
チェルシーとしては後半に入ってからの逆転劇、これは見事でしたね。動きなんか見ていても前半とは全く違うチームに見えましたよ。ほんとサッカーって面白いなって思えるような試合でしたね。
はい、そうですね。激闘の余韻にサポーターたちは浸っています。さあそろそろお別れの時が来ました。解説は北澤剛さんにお願いいたしました。本日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
チェルシーが逆転で試合をものにしています。
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Oh, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Gareth Bale, hero for his club, for his country, almost single-handedly snatched European glory from the grasp of your former club, Jim.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, but he did produce a genuine moment of absolute magic. There was nothing anyone could have done about that. His first goal that night has to be amongst the most memorable ever scored in any European final. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. Bale. Toure gets across to intercept that. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, this looks sharp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Yaya Toure. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bergomi. Now it's Dembele. And it's McTominay. Can he get on the... Can he finish? There it is! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pele with a definite foul there. Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception. Good effort from distance, and he's following up! Caught offside that time. Yaya Toure. And it's Nedved. Seedorf. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Can he get it through? Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Luis Suarez. Ah, lovely... Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Dida claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Saliba spots it and intercepts. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The ball has bounced loose now. Luis Suarez. Great chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's a cute ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's in on goal, and he's onside. Real chance! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Seedorf. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! In he goes again. Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them. And
he shoots! Dembele finds himself offside. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time here. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Chelsea are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Dembele, great vision. Nedved. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pele receives it in a wide position. Oh, great save by Dida! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ferdinand. Driven forward. Dembele is herring after that one. Seedorf. Oh, shooting chance! Maldini deals with that comfortably. And that's another good win of the ball. McTominay. And here's Nedved. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Chelsea are having a ball here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. Now this... It's Luis Suarez! Seedorf goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pele puts his foot on the gas. In with the challenge. That's good running with the ball. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance! Goal! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. And it's Nedved. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ah, he's given it away! Valverde! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele. Seedorf. Bale. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nedved. Valverde.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pele picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Luis Suarez gets through on his own. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's them. And the shot! Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Nedved. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's got the shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6. And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Luis Suarez, happy to bask in the accolades from all around, the stage most certainly his. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery number.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Gakpo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Passing is crisp and sharp. McTominay. Oh, good read. And he's chosen to go back. Mbappe. And he's certainly onside here. And this is Park Ji-sung. Tries to pass it through. And it's Valverde. Rice. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Chelsea have it back and can go again. And they've got rid. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a quick one. It's come to nothing. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Yaya Toure. Ball is over the line. Still goalless at the moment. Adams.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gakpo. Couldn't squeeze it through. McTominay. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Toure gets rid without sophistication. And it's Serginho. And he's in on goal. And that's been won straight back. Takes a shot! Luis Suarez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Nedved. And the shot! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Eintracht Frankfurt are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Serginho. Rice. It's run loose here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Adams cuts it out.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he was alert to it. Yaya Toure. And the counter is on. Tacho makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute
Timber.
added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Timber looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that is asking for trouble. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And a quick
Reflections
reminder
on the
today,
first half?
everybody, to
Okay,
make sure
they got
to
hit
put
with
any
that
litter
one
in the
sucker
bins
punch, but
provided.
I don't think
Thank
there
you
was
for
much
your
wrong with their
cooperation.
overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Eintracht Frankfurt head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Here we go again. Eintracht Frankfurt carrying a one-goal lead. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. McTominay unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Nedved. Rice. Timber. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Searching passes played there. And here's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gakpo. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliant, shot at goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitutions taking place.
Eintracht Frankfurt with the corner, they're first. Seedorf plays it short. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now that's a fine challenge. And now they can spring out of defence. Gakpo. Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Dembele, he's had a shot! The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Rice, distributed tidily. The referee has given a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 13. Mbappe.
Messi goes short.
Number 8. Gakpo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 9. Ronald Araujo.
And it's
Number
Messi.
7.
Nicely
Messi.
weighted ball.
Substitution.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let...
Cristiano Ronaldo gets through on his own. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
69 minutes is number 22.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Araujo. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to play him in. Judge, surely! And again the keeper stands strong.
Valverde really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
should get the job done. Now who's going to be first to this? Here's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Now who's going to be first to this? Yaya Toure. That's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gerrard. Bergkamp. Araujo. And it's Rice. Gerrard. Yaya Toure. Gerrard. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Hernes. Oh, super ball! Well, they've got it again. Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Up he goes! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he is...
Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. It's Park Ji-sung. And he cuts out the supply. Yaya Toure. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Eintracht Frankfurt looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Eintracht Frankfurt definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists.
Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Araujo. That has ended up in no man's land. Seedorf.
Yaya Toure.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's good play. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. It's a goal kick. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
It's a pretty loose pass. Szoboszlai. Hoeneß.
Mbappe!
Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Serginho.
Roberto Carlos.
Cross to the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Bale. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That has been slung wide. Spread out to the left.
Oh, really well played.
And the through ball. Oh, important interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hoeneß. Hoeneß going face-to-face with his great rival. Pinches it off him. Serginho. Can he spark a counter here? Nunez running with the ball. And it's Szoboszlai. That has not gone well. And it's Szoboszlai. Ball played for Conte. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bergomi.
Yaya Toure.
Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's very neat.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way past. Chiellini with the clearance. Oh, good spread.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Mbappe. Szoboszlai. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Tries to pass it through.
Roberto Carlos.
Now, can they get him away? Crosses it in here.
Well played and well cleared.
Hoeneß absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that is expertly dealt with. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. He's in a great position here. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Dembele, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Seedorf. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hoeneß. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Could move up a gear here. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. McTominay. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Hoeneß. McTominay. And it's McTominay. Keeper's got good distance on that. Club America appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
And the shot!
Yaya Toure.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Mbappe. Club America needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Hoeneß. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection.
Shot at goal!
Yaya Toure.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's McTominay. Nice sequence of passes, this. Good read, needed to be. Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. The breakthrough arrives at last.
Convertido en el minuto 69. Número 11. Cambio en el América.
número 8. Entrará al campo, número 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Eintracht Frankfurt have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Cleared without hesitation.
Club America really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Araujo, your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And here's Nunez. And they win it back again. Great vision. Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Cambio en el América, número 9.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct
número
hit.
27.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And here's Suarez. That's tidy. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Knocks it into space. Gerrard. He is through here. Skims one in. Well, they've got it again. Out for a throw. Ball's gone out of play.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's a sharp, real chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like
Se
that.
agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here...
Chance! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Club America give themselves... And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Luis Suarez, looking to play him in. And it's Gerrard. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, important interception. Seedorf. Bergomi. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's a key interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nedved! Kaka. Dembele. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bale. Knocks it into space. Luis Suarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Has a look and place it forward. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Araujo gets across to intercept that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Eintracht Frankfurt finding their passes. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chance to deliver. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Bergomi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left be...
Big chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now that's a lovely exchange. That's really well manoeuvred. Yaya Toure driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Van Basten. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a chance! And that was very necessary. This might spell danger, and he's made sure that's not getting through. So what can they make of this? And this is Nedved. Oh, he's bustling through here. A lot of space ahead of him. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Bale. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? nicely aimed pass. Threads one in. Always onto this. And this is Nedved. They're urging him to shoot. Bale. Now it's Van Basten. Can he spark a counter here? And he's managed to get free. Seedorf. That is a brilliant interception. Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Dembele. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have...
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Eintracht Frankfurt really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Eintracht Frankfurt are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. There's the header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
And he has shown him a yellow card. It's not an especially good pass, that. And this is Bale. Tries a measured ball. Great chance! And he comes up trumps again. It's their second corner of the game. Real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Cross into the box. Keeper's dealt with that. Goes for a shot! Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. Dembele is on his own. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed it.
Takes a shot! And the pass is intercepted. Yaya Toure. Platini. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Gerrard. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed.
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Luis Suarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
60 minutes played. That's headed upfield. Cruyff. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Thuram. Now Seedorf. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Luis Suarez! Cruyff.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a shade optimistic. And that's put paid to a promising move. Eintracht Frankfurt looking to pass their way through. Well read, nice interception. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Yaya Toure. And it's Nedved. Short changes him with that pass. Cruyff. Seedorf. Well timed, excellent interception. Donnarumma sends that a long way.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great vision. Gerrard. Yaya Toure. Ferdinand. Araujo. And it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. He's free, he has got space. A header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 24.
Eintracht Frankfurt can now introduce the first of their
Number
substitutes.
17, Dembele. Number 14, Nedved.
And they'll start
Number
all over again with the
23,
goalkeeper.
Gerrard. Number 20, Seedorf.
McTominay
Coming
looking
on
to
the field,
penetrate opposition
number
lines.
9, Mbappe. Number 22, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Eintracht Frankfurt
Number 11,
really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully
McTominay.
deserved.
Number 10, Makalele.
That looks a good ball through. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way.
Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Milan get themselves into the lead. Can he finish?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Platini. Yaya Toure. And it's
There will be 3
Ferdinand.
minutes added time.
Tries to pass it through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ferdinand, pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho. And that is as far as it goes. Eintracht Frankfurt were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
And already we're underway here. Peter
Haaland! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's an imaginative pass.
Suarez made a good run there.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Rijkaard. Back into the middle. Seedorf.
And here's Haaland. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to climbs up big. Goal! Barcelona! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Araujo cuts out the pass. Eintracht Frankfurt looking to pass their way through. Seedorf. And here's Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking wide. Now it's Nedved.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Now it's Haaland. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Yaya Toure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernes. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Oh, easy pickings there. It's a searching pass. Oh, well measured. Dida clears it away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland! That has been slung wide. He's had it taken off him.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And here's Nedved. A lot of space ahead of him. Nedved. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Eintracht Frankfurt truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away?
Yaya Toure.
And it's Gullit.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Nedved.
Oh, that's neat.
He has found the way through.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gullit is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter, now to get good contact on it.
He rises! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Can he get it through? Rijkaard. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Smoothly does it. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Haaland.
Luis Suarez.
It's Luis Suarez!
Yaya Toure.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it
Goes for a shot! He scores! Eintracht Frankfurt are back in business. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Searching pass he's played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Toure running with the ball.
Yaya Toure.
Quality ball. Now it's Gullit. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that.
Eintracht Frankfurt have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's taking no chances there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona with the corner, there first.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 4. Se va a llevar a cabo un
Pullet
cambio de
with the short
jugadores.
one. And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved, who does have an assist to his name, and it's Nedved. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's had it nicked away. Eintracht Frankfurt needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Eintracht Frankfurt still have the cards to affect this game. Dembele. That's been cut out, well played. Gerrard. Pullet. And here's Suarez. Great vision. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal 8, Iniesta.
And here's Dembele.
Un cambio de jugadores.
Eintracht Frankfurt have reclaimed it. Looking for the run. Yaya Toure. Here's Makaleli. Bergomi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Makaleli. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chance, surely! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And the comeback is complete! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Eintracht Frankfurt take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think...
Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Eintracht Frankfurt could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find a character to respond from that.
Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Makaleli. Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? That's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Nedved claiming the Man of the Match award, And there is very little room for argument. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que junto a las puertas de acceso al estadio
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's had a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Oviedo are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Here's a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball. Elects to cross. That's a decent clearance. Eintracht Frankfurt leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's picked out the run. And this is Nedved. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus.
Eintracht Frankfurt with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Played into the... Oh, what a climb! Nesta attempts a clearance. Oviedo are looking to go forward now. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. Pass is just off target. Makaleli. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Bergomi. He has found the way through. Yaya Toure looking for the run. Oh, important interception. Seedorf, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's another good win of the ball. Threads one in. He's in a good position here. There's the shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Aims beyond the defence, and he cuts out the supply. Makaleli. Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal! And now the breakaway. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's net! That's another chance! Big moment! Massive goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Now it's Platini.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Platini making good progress on the right-hand side. And that's really well manoeuvred. Makaleli. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Eintracht Frankfurt head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Eintracht Frankfurt finding their passes. Vieira. Dembele. And it's Yaya Toure. Vieira. For Yaya Toure. Looking for options for movement. Makaleli. And it's Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Makaleli. Now the ball's gone astray. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yaya Toure. Tries to pass it through. And the shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Chance! Really well taken goal. They've done it again. It is incredible.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 14 el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Both sides then
17.
taking this chance to turn to their
El
benches.
dorsal 8. El dorsal
This is
19.
quite a battle.
Se va a llevar a cabo
Well, I'd
un
happily
cambio
watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yaya Toure. Gerrard. Hoeneß. Hoeneß will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Well, nicely intercepted. Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
McTominay did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Eintracht Frankfurt really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Gerrard changes him with that pass. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Showing good feet. Vieira wins the duel this time. Can he spark a counter here? Yaya Toure. And it's Vieira. And it's Bale. No outsmarting him this time. Great vision. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Bale might be... Goes for a shot! Oh, yes! It's there! And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
Oviedo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Suarez taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Oviedo complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, that's nice. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And from the team sheet, we derived that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in. But essentially, this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
Pedri, Dembele, now it's Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So
Hazard! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Knocks it into space. The most accurate pass. Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. Bale looks to get on the end of this. Bergomi. Ferdinand. Eintracht Frankfurt looking to pass their way through. Luis Suarez driving forwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Bale. And this is Hazard. Fires it in low. Dida gets it away. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Seedorf.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Bale.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Botafogo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on.
It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of...
Can he finish? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? Davids. Seedorf charging forward, the ball at his feet, looking for options for movement. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Azar. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? No, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Rodri. And this is the chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Frankfurt against Inter.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro.
Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. And it's Seedorf. Probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Seedorf. Now it's Nedved. And here's Suarez. And he's lost his man here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Searching pass he's played there. Yaya Toure. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Big chance! And that has been cleared.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Araujo. Still goalless at the moment. Lahm. Lobbed in behind. No luck with that dink over the top. Lahm is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cristiano Ronaldo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Royce. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Looking to play him in. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho. And he's had a hit! just not quite happening for him just now.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ferdinand. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. It's Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ferdinand. Oh, just skips. It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough strike! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Looking for the run, thinks about the shot. Nicely aimed pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? And he's heaved it away. That's a throw. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. McTominay! And he was there to get a vital touch.
McTominay is offering a wry smile there.
Vitinha. Ronaldinho. Spread out to the left. Royce. He's looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Eintracht Frankfurt really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
McTominay. And that's another good win of the ball. Seedorf. McTominay. Vitinha. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's picked his way through. Eintracht Frankfurt still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Royce. He's on it, can he get away? Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Brilliantly cut out. Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Great ball if he can get there.
Decent chance! He's scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Gerrard. And here's Mbappe. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Number 23.
Drilled in low. Back it goes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Can he finish? Yes! And they are cruising away. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter.
He's got two! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter. Goes for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has another go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's taking no chances there. Chance! Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Probing pass. Yaya Toure.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Bergomi. Thuram. And Araujo. Yaya Toure. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's a delicate pass. Nice interception, well timed. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's out for a goal kick. Thuram.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that was vital. Seedorf. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. The goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Cross to the back post. Seedorf. And it's McTominay. Oh, nicely intercepted. So what can they make of this?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's having a shot! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Yaya Toure to Maldini. McTominay. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great vision. Played into space out wide. He's picked his way through. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they win it back again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McTominay, and he welcomes it in. McTominay, out to the right. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele carries the ball down the right. Here's chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ronaldinho. He could... Cristiano Ronaldo! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Cristiano Ronaldo. Foot in. And he's surging through. McTominay. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Big chance! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. And they are right back within touch. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Eintracht Frankfurt give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Corner it is. And this could be the final action of the first half. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch.
There's the whistle for half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's cut it out. Seedorf, pass somewhat off target. Now it's Luis Suarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Roberto Carlos delivers. Araujo with... And he's had a hit! Ronaldinho. Dembele. And it's Ronaldinho.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Takes on his marker. Rodri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Seedorf. Well read, nice interception. That's a cute ball. Dink through. He has a look up. Chance, surely! He's kept it out, just.
Shimizu Esples really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution on the field.
So,
Number
third quarter of the
25,
game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 17, Ronaldinho. Number
Oh, he's been
18,
caught, shapes to shoot!
Number 4, Gullit.
No way through, so
Coming on
back
the
it
field,
comes.
Number 23, Ronald Araujo.
Lovely
Number
pass, but
6,
can he get there?
Rivaldo.
Opts to
Number
play it
10,
back.
Dembele.
He's a
Number
sharp little
9,
ball here.
Bale.
Eintracht
Substitution in
Frankfurt
progress.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Knocks it out wide. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Now it's Rivaldo. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Seedorf looking for the run. Eintracht Frankfurt disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rummenigge. McTominay concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
There's going to be another change here.
McTominay.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's gone looking for safety. And he's let fly! Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rivaldo.
Oh, what has happened? Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Vieira!
It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Rivaldo with the cross.
Seedorf. Nicely spread. Nedved. Now the ball in. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there.
Yaya Toure.
That's Maldini. And it's Bergomi. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And this is Bale. Lovely bit of skill. It's Bale! No, he's missed it. Araujo, Maldini. That has not gone well. Araujo, and here's Bale. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
He is through here. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Yeah, winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Gerrard. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. Plenty to aim at. And the finish! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. A lot of space ahead of him. Chance, surely!
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.